Hello, guys. This is the Critic Corp. We are back. I finally have both of these guys together. Managed to get both of them in there. Both these and theirs, their their sleep schedules are terrible. One falls asleep, and then one tells me we're gonna record and falls asleep. But besides that, these are my hosts, Jordan Merrick and Clark, Clarky Boy, the chef. Yeah.
At your service.
And we're gonna do a review on She-Hulk today. The final results, final thoughts on this whole season in the total. So I I think it was pretty interesting from the start, but it was all over the place once it got towards the end. I didn't understand why they felt the need to do that. They ruined the final finale episode. I don't even know if they're gonna have another season. If they do, they need to get that shit in order.
I bet you they will because of how they hinted at it, but I
Yeah,
hope not.
yeah, how they hinted at it, yeah, obviously. But she's expensive though. She's expensive.
She is. The CGI is very expensive showing those transformations.
Yeah. Oh, it was just I don't know. It was all over the place. Like I said, they had fucking Abomination, the King Hog dude, Daredevil, fucking all types of people all in one room, and then for them to just fade away from it and then come back and it was all resolved. Like, all right,
Yeah.
what? Where were they going with this? Like, who was the nemesis? Who was the like? It was just I don't know. Uh as a total though, this episode wasn't that bad compared to the other few. The ones prior was garbage, hot garbage. I don't even like that. Fucking when they had the little retreat, the therapy, when she was sitting next to the dude that just robbed her, like all
Yeah,
that. It was just I don't know. I feel like they was dumbing down her intelligence as the episodes went on.
I
Um,
completely agree with you there. They made her stupid as fuck. Even she saw
yeah,
him again, and then he was like, "Oh, he's just at an event down the road." Like, that's an intelligentsia event. Like, you literally were hired by them.
literally, bro. You've been there. You've been chilling in that retreat for how long? And you don't know what it is that he does.
Then, like, why is Abomination there, like, helping him out when, like, apparently he's a good guy, even in the end? Like, he's just speaking there. Like, you're not gonna tell Jen that, even though she helped you out.
Yeah, literally, bro. Like what? Like, are you a bad guy or are you just an idiot or are you just
I
doing
think
this
he's
for the
just an
money?
idiot in this situation, to be
It's
honest,
got the other.
because he was helping her out when everybody was attacking. So I just think he really didn't think anything of it.
And I think he's just trying to get some cash, quick cash.
Yeah,
I can't even tell you. And then
It
the
just
ending, how
seems
they
sloppy.
showed, yeah. Then at the ending when they showed him leaving with Wong, I'm like, what? Like, is this like supposed to be introducing him how he got to that one
I
place
think so.
with Shang
Or
Chi?
wait, no, because
With, with
remember
Shang Chi?
they showed the footage earlier in the season, and that's why what they were using to say that he couldn't get probation.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, is this like showing how he became in Shang Chi or what? Like, what's going on? I don't even
I
know.
think that was.
No. That was this is all after Shang-Chi.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Where is he going now? Like, what's going on?
He's just gonna go live at Kamertage, I think. Just so he doesn't have to be in prison. That's what it
Mm,
was seeming, at least. Like,
A little
correct me if
bit.
I'm wrong, Jordy. Didn't you get that same kind of?
I also think that he's recruiting him for something later down the line. I feel like we're either gonna get a TV show or a movie where they're both in it again. I
Quite
don't think it'll
possibly.
be like an Abomination Wong road trip type thing or anything, even though I would love that. But I think down the road that we're gonna get them as side characters and something.
Man,
Not,
you just want anything Wong related.
oh, dude, I don't have to
Literally.
want it. He's literally in everything
with
Disney
him.
Plus or Marvel.
Oh, so yeah, they hinted at him. Even at the end, they were like, "Oh, you get another request for another show or another Marvel?" Hey, like, where you been? Like, I'm like, this boy Wong out here getting a check.
You know, bro, Wong is after Jordy put it out there, he's been in so many movies, like so many shows. He's talked about so heavily. He might be the most like in the new phase.
I feel like he's
across
going to be
the
the
board.
most crucial come Secret Wars.
Probably.
I wouldn't be shocked if he's in fucking what's
Still
the name?
Sorcerer Supreme.
Hmm.
I wouldn't be shocked if he's in jumps in fucking the Ant-Man. Like what the hell?
Oh,
Just
that'd be
comes up-
great.
Oh, Quantumania. I bet you he would be in there, right?
What are the odds that he shows up in Wakanda Forever, though?
He's the new Black Panther.
That's it.
He the reason.
Somebody notified the Kevin, the Kevin.
You figured it out.
T'Challa's
Wong
gone.
is the new Black Panther.
He's the reason T'Challa's gone.
Yo, I'm so sorry. My dog is just
He sent
going
it to the
nuts.
wrong place. He sent it to the wrong place and that never came back.
Oh wow. But overall, I really like this episode. I'm just gonna jump straight to the end because
You liked it, bro? What are you talking about?
I mean,
Man, like I
Everything
said, it was
about
better.
it that was like a highlight was another issue, though. The fourth wall break, huge, but at the same,
I'm looking at the positives. Playing devil's advocate.
no, be a fucking realist. The people don't want your lies.
All right, I'm
Some of
gonna
it was
skip to
not-
the part of the episode I liked. Is that what you want me to say?
It was better than most.
All right, I'm just gonna skip to the fourth wall break because honestly, the beginning didn't ultimately matter. That story got thrown away. I'm not even gonna talk about it. It got thrown away. I'm throwing it away.
Perfect.
So, let's just jump right to it. Just like, all right, when it first happened and it went to the Disney Plus screen, did anybody else wig out and think like they accidentally hit a button?
Bro, I turned
Yeah.
my Xbox control on.
Yeah, I was like, wait, what? Did I mess up? What? Because the controller did drop. The controller did drop onto the
That
floor.
would mess with me so hard. And then you see her climbing out of the screen.
Yeah, dude. I liked how they did that, though. That was the only highlight.
I will say that was creative. And then she goes to the writer's room and is just complaining about how stereotypical her show is, which I thought that was clever. But let's get to the meat and potatoes of this. Kevin. Oh, this was great. I love this. We got more of an acknowledgement in this than we did in any other Marvel show about this coming out of the ocean. Can you guys see my mouse?
I can.
All right, so yeah, you see the Celestial poking out of the ocean right there. You see Iron Man. There's a bunch of Easter eggs here.
Well, they mentioned the Celestial twice in this series already now.
They even show Scarlet Witch.
Yep, they showed the Scarlet Witch thing. And then she also asked when we're getting X-Men. Thank you, Tatiana.
Was definitely
time
needed.
I have a feeling it's no time soon.
Marvel know what they doing. They know they fuck up.
It was really meta. Like this entire scene was really funny to me. But other than for laughs, I feel like this also kind of hurt the show in a way. I feel like this would have been better off in the middle of the series as opposed to how we ended off because literally it feels like I wasted my time watching this whole series up until this point because I feel like everything that happened was like thrown out the window essentially.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
totally scrapped their entire like plot.
Yeah, it felt cheap. It felt tacky.
And I knew that fucking Todd was the villain the whole time. Since he showed up on that thing and called her a specimen on their date, I'm like, this is the dude that wanted her blood.
So did Josh just disappear after that whole thing?
Oh,
He
the
hired Josh and
dude
no
that
Josh.
took her blood.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna get some sort of resolution or something with that. But ultimately probably didn't happen because that whole storyline was tossed anyways. Um, but the stuff with Kevin really worked for me. With the X-Men, the Smashing, Matt Murdock. What else? There were a lot of things that she brought up. With Hulk getting his own movie. The funny joke of, oh, her getting her own movie, and she's like, my own movie, really? No.
No movie.
But I thought this part was clever, but ultimately I feel like it's gonna hurt the series in a way, like in remembering it.
Well, it just in the end it destroys like the series for what it was. It just means that the finale was the only part of the episode, like the whole entire show, that made like a damn.
Mhm.
Because their whole thing they built up to, she was like, "Are we really just gonna build to this? This is stupid." Yeah, it is, but then you never changed it. You didn't take it in another direction. That's how you ended the show. Is acknowledging
Yeah.
that your show is stupid. Like that's bad.
Yeah,
I said, Mark, they know what they doing. They obviously know like they're going down into like just garbage disposal. Like I don't know what their plans are or intentions are, but this phase 4 better pick up soon.
well,
Better pick
phase
up
4
soon.
ends with Wakanda Forever.
Does it?
And then we're going in phase 5.
Ends with Under Forever? I thought it just started.
We've had more content in phase 4 than in any other phase.
Yeah, because it's had all the TV shows.
Yeah, because phase 4, I believe, started. What was the one after Far From Home?
Eternals?
No, Black Widow? Maybe.
Was it? Oh,
Either Black
or was
Widow
it? Or
WandaVision.
WandaVision? Yeah,
I think it was WandaVision now that I think about it. But that was the start of phase 5. And or 4, yeah, getting all confused. Yeah, this phase I think has been the weakest, other than maybe 2, was it? That we got Iron Man 2, Thor Dark World.
I didn't know phase 4 was ending this soon. I thought I thought they
I felt
still
like it
had
was
a few.
coming to a close. We've been in phase 4 for 2
Couple
years.
years. It's just COVID made everything feel weird.
It drew it out very long.
But at
Yeah.
the same time, it felt like we didn't get much because of that.
No, that's fair.
I most definitely thought Ant-Man and Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I thought that was part of phase 4. Phase 5 then, huh?
That's all 5.
Yep.
Yeah. That's 5 then, huh?
Mhm.
Interesting.
If this is the end of phase 4, like what's marking the end of phase 4? Is it
Wakanda Forever?
Wanda? Okay, so Wakanda Forever. Well, we have nothing until
that little joke that they threw in there. Our VFX people are going to the next project, and you hear the Wakandan drums. Dun-dun-dun.
Yeah. Like there were definitely highlights. The only thing I can think of being the main highlight for the series is
Tatiana Maslany as she.
Yeah. Her as She-Hulk and doing the fourth wall breaks. But again, as like Toke even said this one, and I've said like in other episodes, you have too, they made her character like stupid.
I think that her character and her as the actress playing her is perfect casting, honestly. But the story and everything narratively, it just fell flat for me.
Yeah, so now where does she go? She's not even employed.
Yeah, I guess we'll see in season 2. I think they announced the season 2.
I don't want to see in season 2. You already didn't accomplish anything in season 1.
But you want to know something? As long as we keep watching, they'll keep producing.
I
she's
feel like
back
everyone's
employed.
just.
Huh?
I said no, she's back employed. Cause remember she was walking into the office with her suit, with the little suit on and everything at the end.
Oh
back
yeah,
employed.
she's her own independent lawyer now.
Yeah.
Everything got resolved. She got her justice served. You know, she's back. She able to back turn She-Hulk. So I think she's back in office for sure.
That's right. I
So
don't know.
want to go to final thoughts?
Yeah, we'll do a double rating on this one.
I was gonna say give 1 rating for the finale, 1 rating for the show.
Okay.
Ooh. You want to do them like back to back, or
just doing back to back?
All right.
The episode itself, I give it a C plus. Like I said, the ending was just it was all over the place, and then the episode as a whole was just I don't know. It felt like it was just thrown together. And then as a whole series, I give it a B minus. I give it a B minus. I give it a B minus. Because it started out strong, and then it started fading and getting, more and more less like intriguing to watch. Like I said, the episodes prior to these two, prior to this one, the other two were complete dog water. But this one kind of made up for those two a little bit, just a little bit. And Daredevil was dope. They introduced him. They introduced him late, but
the last 2 episodes, like we said.
her suit too, introducing her suit. It was dope. So yeah, I give it a B minus as overall series.
I guess I'll go next for the show. Just this last episode, I'm gonna take it even lower. Like I feel like even a C minus is generous at this point for the episode. Like there were things that I liked about it, but the episode completely took away from what the show was trying to do, it seemed. And like I said, it blew up the plot for me. I just think it created more questions than answers, and then just made me feel unresolved, and that's frustrating. So as a whole for the series, I'd say it's like a C plus, because I did enjoy some episodes. Like if you said in the beginning, it did start off nice. Like I really liked that, but everything, like we predicted all the worst parts of this show that were going to happen. Like it was too easy. Like there wasn't anything like to turn with it. I just wanted more, especially given that it's like a Marvel show, and like we've just had such like poo for shows lately. I just wanted one to finish complete, and this finished just like Moon Knight. Like it didn't accomplish anything at the end. Like I feel
Moon Knight. I got some Moon Knight, my baby. Don't hurt me like
that. I won't hurt you like that. But it finished weak for me. So C plus, like at best. The story just blew up.
Wow, you guys are. I was the one being nice to it, but all right. Hear me out on my ratings here, because they kind of contradict each other. This episode overall, I think, was one of the better ones. I'll give it a C, just because I think that it was funny enough, since this was a comedy first and foremost. I could tell throughout the series it was more comedy based. This episode did make me laugh, so I will give it that. However, this episode also in turn hurt the rest of the series. So for me, I gotta go D plus for the series. Like that's why it contradicts each other, to where this episode as a standalone thing seems fun. Like I like the fourth wall breaking, her going into the Marvel studio, having to sign the NDA and stuff, and still gets tackled or whatever. But Yeah, in turn, I think it hurt the rest of the series because they wiped away the entire storyline. I feel like I wasted my time in the end with that storyline, even trying to get invested, which
Mm-hmm.
I was kind of half in, half out at that point, but still, it was straining to try and get half in.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm gonna have to go a D plus on the series. I just think that overall, this phase has probably been the weakest so far.
100%. And for it to have the most content and be the weakest, that's just disappointing as a whole.
I think it's the TV shows. I feel like the TV shows are in part hurting the quality of the movies just because they're all spread out now. Kevin Feige isn't able to have his hands on like the stuff as much. He has to oversee like this massive thing because when you look at like the Comic-Con reveal, all those empty spaces, there is a ton of Marvel stuff coming out. Like an obnoxious amount of Marvel stuff coming out. And I
It's
just
all they
feel,
just spread too thin.
oh, I 110% think that's what's going on because like we haven't
That's why
nothing's
they
been
pushing all this.
terrible. Nothing's been like downright terrible so far. It's just very mediocre.
It's
Except for
cheesy.
Hawkeye. I think that was trash.
Hawkeye and Winter Soldier. They could have did way more with Winter Soldier. I mean, not
I
Winter Soldier. Bucky, Falcon, and Winter Soldier.
yeah, I mean I liked parts of that series, so I'm not gonna say it was
Yeah.
terrible, but it was very weak. I agree. But is that about it for us, y'all?
Loki's the best, like I said.
That's the only series that's really paid off the most.
Moon Knight was good. It was just the last episode.
No, it was a couple to the last. I think after
The
like
second to
episode
last was pure art. I loved it. Oscar Isaac acting his ass off.
Oh yeah,
It
don't
was,
get me wrong. He did good
It
in
was just a
his
terrible
role.
second to last episode. Like it did not set up anything. It was something that we should have done earlier in that
It
season.
was just a kaiju battle at the end. All right, tell me it was anything less.
All right, let's end this one. Somebody wrap it up.
Yeah.
alrighty, guys. This is the Critic Corp. We gave our remarks. Now it's time for you guys to give yours. Subscribe, like, give give us some recommendations on some other stuff that's better than Marvel, because Marvel's fucking up right now. I'll watch any superhero movie at this point. Besides the Samaritan. The Samaritan, that was that. That was that. But we ain't gonna talk about that. Port the Corp.
Port the Corp.
Toodle.